Talk about the commodity markets. Let's see what's the headline with Manisha. Manisha, I was about to say happy Friday, but it's a happy Thursday. We're getting ready for the long weekend. What's the latest?
Well, ahead of the long weekend, especially, and it's not just for India, but most of the international markets as well. And we've seen some more buying come in for gold. Overnight, we've seen stronger gains in the Asian markets right now. We're trading at 33.57 of an all-time high yet again for gold. It's come off slightly, trading at 33.40 at this point in time. But in the overnight markets, we've seen 3% of gains come in for gold, and that's a report card of what we've done till 9. On a weekly basis, we are up 4.5%, up 10% on month. And for this year now, we are up 27.5%. And if you look at the last 12 months in case of gold prices, it has given you a 41% of a return. Also, when you look at it on a year-on-year basis, as I said, for this year until now, we are up by 27%. Last year was 28% of gains. So even as we are into the fourth month of this year, it's almost an equal kind of gains that the gold prices gave you in the previous year as well. 2023 was 15% up. So the last couple of years clearly are doing very, very well for itself when it comes to gold. Well, gold has posted 25 all-time highs in 2025 till time, and it has posted 13 all-time highs above $3,000 an ounce. So clearly the distance that we've seen covered between 2,000 to 33.50 has been the fastest that you have seen gold ever do in the history there. Well, it has been about escalating US and China trade tensions that has been supportive. It also has to do with Nvidia warning of all impairment in the first quarter, talking about $5.5 billion there because of the kind of tariffs and restrictions that are coming in trade, especially between the two countries, which is US and China. And then US also has ordered probe into possible tariffs on critical mineral imports. So this uncertainty, these concerns is what seems to be really getting in more safe haven money in case of gold there. The markets also are reacting to the US dollar index continues below 100, which is a 3-year lows for that currency there. And then there's a huge amount of ETF buying, which has been supportive. You know, between the months of August to November, perhaps, ETFs were redeeming. But if you look at the first quarter of 2025, the ETF inflow has been the highest in 3 years at around 226 tons. Now, this is what tells you on how the global ETF markets have seen tonnages in sense of gold there. So Jan, of course, started with 34.5 tons. But Feb and March have seen more than 90 tons per month go in. And the expectation is that month of April seems to be doing quite well as well. Well, the markets do believe that the momentum is still on the higher side. Gold prices can continue higher, except if you are looking at very strong central bank buying as well. In this year until now, we've done 44 tons. And if you look at the previous few years, 1,000 tons per year is what the global central banks have bought. 2022 was a record 1,082, and since then we've continued to hold above these kind of levels till time there. The markets believe that, as I said, momentum is still on the higher side, and any profit taking as and when it comes would be only after we hear some positive cues coming in from US and China in sense of trade talk development. Until then, you could be looking at higher highs.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for that, Manisha. So gold continuing to sparkle. Well, we'll take a break. On that note, come back on the